Welcome to this special interview. We are privileged to be in the company of Senator Edwin Melvin Snowe. He's here in Banga. He will be telling us his mission here, and he will also discuss some national issues and also his return to the National Patriotic Party and other issues. Welcome to Front Page Africa and a team of other journalists here.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure talking to the press. So I'm visiting Banga today after a long time. Very excited to be here. One of my staff who's now on international duty, Mr. Edwin Miller, lost his father. So I came to honor his father by giving his last respect to attend funeral rites of his father. And thank God that his father was laid to rest peacefully. And that's why I'm here. On the political front, a few weeks ago, I was privileged to be invited to a program at the NPP headquarters. And at that program, I was inspired to rejoin my party, to go back home. Many years now since our civil crisis, during the different political transitions, some of us left our various political parties. I left the NPP. I ran in 2005 as an independent candidate. I ran also in 2011 as an independent candidate. In 2017, I ran a party of the Tigray United Party. That lasted for 3 years. But 3 years later, I ran again as senator as an independent candidate. But in all those years, my admiration and love for the NPP has never left me. So I thought it would be fitting to return to the NPP, my mother party, where we all can join ranks with other partisans that have strived over the years to keep the party alive. So I wrote the executive committee, the chairman, Anthony George Sylvester Moba, and the executive committee. Fortunately, the executive committee met in a meeting on Sunday, last Sunday, and unanimously endorsed my re-admittance to the party. So I got a letter of acknowledgement and re-admittance during the course of this week, making me a bona fide member of the NPP, and by extension, as a member of the legislature, and now I'm an executive committee member of the NPP. I'm very excited about that, and I'm looking forward to working with the NPP to foster our democracy. Also, in that meeting, the NPP reached a decision to establish ties with the Coalition for Democratic Change. As you know, the NPP and the CDC went into political marriage in 2017 for the elections, and it was reaffirmed in 2023. So the NPP had decided that they will establish ties with the CDC and regroup as a political party. The NPP also committed that they will not join any other political party or merger or alliance until a year or two to the election, when they shall re-examine the political landscape and make a decision that will cross across the party. As you know, the NPP decision to remain in the coalition in the 2023 election brought us about a split and confusion in the NPP. We want to come back home in-house, reconcile our partisans, put the party back together, and so with the any future dream, whether the MP will be featuring a candidate by itself or joining a merger or collaboration or alliance, it will be a holistic decision of the NPP. So as it stands now, the NPP is back as a full-fledged party. A few days ago, the NPP received a letter from the Elections Commission notifying the outcome of the last biannual convention. So the NPP now will be meeting in the emergency meeting sometime soon to discuss the way forward. And I think we'll also be looking at launching a campaign where we can get all of our other partisans back to the NPP so that we can go back home and build a political base. We remain committed to the democratic process in Liberia. We will continue to be critical of the government, and when the government does the right thing, we will say it. When it's wrong, we will also say it. So we won't do the elementary kind of politics where once you're in the opposition, it means everything on the other side is wrong. When it's good, we say it's good. And when it's bad, we say it's bad.
Bong County is the home of the NPP, and you go back to the NPP. What does the county stand to benefit from the NPP?
Not only that Bong County is the home of the NPP, Bong County is also my home. Many years during the war, I was hosted by the loving people of Bong County. I have deep roots here in Bong County. Both Bong and Nimba are very close to the heart of the NPP. Those will be the two counties that we intend to visit in our county tour. I look forward to coming to Bong County and meeting the people of Bong County, meeting the partisans of the NPP, so that we all can break bread together and decide a way forward for the NPP. But again, yes, Bong County hosted the NPP, funded the NPP, and have been very generous to the NPP, and cannot do anything. There is no NPO of Bong County, and there is no NPO of Nimba County. So those two counties are very dear to our hearts. So we'll be visiting those two counties, and we are galvanizing our base to make sure that the NPP will win. In election, I was the youth PP, the MPYC chair, and I love politics. So in politics, I don't rule anything out. If the MPP so desire to make me the standard bearer, be assured I will live up to expectation. But we've not joined the MPP with ambitions. We've joined the MPP with humble spirit to work with others that have been there before working for the party. So there are no plans to go there and unravel anything. But if the opportunity avails itself and the MPP think that I will make a good standard bearer, I can assure them that I will be ready to do that.
Recently, you backpedal on a decision on Western cluster. Would you mind to speak further on that?
I believe that they not backpedal. You know, in 2022, 2023, when I got elected as Senator of Bong County in 2020, as I campaigned through the county, I realized that Bong was one of the only counties that had no investment. There was no investment opportunities in the county. The hardship was on the land, on the high side of the county. And we had an iron ore mine, we had an MDA sign with a company that just put the MDA on the shelf and did nothing. So we fostered a relationship, renew a relationship with Western Cluster to come and open the mine. Minister of Lands and Mines and I went to India, had an agreement, we talked to the government signed an MOU, we're criticized throughout this country in the media, public court of opinion judged us negative or guilty rather. It was very bad for us, but I wasn't deterred because for me, some of the reasons that the government gave Western Cluster incentive and encouraged them to come back was that because they have assured us that they will develop the living condition, improve the living condition of our people in Bong County. They will invest in education, they will invest in healthcare delivery, housing units, a lot of things they promise, job creation. And there was incentive made. In 3 years, they will build a railroad to transport the ore from the mine to the port with all using the roads. Western Cluster gave $1.5 million to recondition the road. And that money wasn't even enough because after the first rainy season, the road got deplorable. When the rescue mission ran a campaign in 2023, they told Liberia, and Western Liberia in particular, that the Western Cluster deal was a bad deal. That when they take power, they will shut Western Cluster down. Western Cluster did not live up. And I agree with them because Western Cluster did not live up to the agreement. So for me, it was like, okay, well, what we did, maybe we didn't do it right. A new government is coming and they will make Western Cluster do the right thing. To our surprise, the government came, the president announced that Western Cluster was destroying the bridges and the roads and everything. The previous government had allowed Western Cluster to use 50 trucks. 30 tons, 50 trucks, making 2 truckloads a night. It's 100 truckloads a night, which was even too much for our people. We have been fighting Western Cluster to reduce that. The Unity Party-led government can say we shut Western Cluster down because it's not good. The president had an interview with the media and said Western Cluster demonstrate our bridges and our roads, and we will stop them from operating. The government of Liberia, through the Ministry of Public Works, suspended Western Cluster road permit. Less than 1 month later, the minister comes and says Western Cluster had given him $200,000 to recondition the road, and then lifted the ban. Not only lifted the ban, but now they allow Western Cluster to use 125 trucks making 2 trips a night. That is 250 truckloads a night. We were crying for 100. You say you will shut it down because it was bad, and then you come and start shutting it down. You double, more than double.
Why are you sensing maybe responsible for the government's decision to?
I'm not one of those that foul played with everything. I just think that it was not well thought of. I think there was not much put into the decision. to allow Western Cluster to do that. So we wrote the Liberian Senate, and tomorrow there will be a hearing with the Ministry of Public Works, and I will be advocating for them to reverse that decision. I think it's a bad decision for the country.
Lastly, the much talk about quote unquote amount spent in Buchanan at the retreat is raising eyebrows. Could you please tell us how much exactly did you receive? Because I listened to Bong County Senator Prince Moe on Spoon on last night. He said that each senator received $10,000. What's your own version of this?
Senator Moe was quite right. What I received to go to Buchanan, but it was not for the retreat. Now, maybe the timing could be in question, but I received my constituency engagement and committee work totaling $10,000. That's what I received, and I went to Buchanan. Now, even if you were to give 10 senators $10,000, check the senator $10,000 each, it won't reach to $700,000. So again, but the amount of 10,000 was not for the retreat. The pro tem has informed us, and I have explicit confidence in the pro tem, that the budget for the retreat was $50,000. She spent, I think, $47,000 on food and accommodation. I have no doubt, no reason to doubt her. I believe her. I was given $10,000, and it didn't come from the budget line for retreat. It came from constituency engagement. And what Senator Moe said on Spoon last night, I believe him. And if anyone can prove him wrong, the necessary action will be taken by the House of Senate. Senator Moe he has credibility. He's one of the senators that I admire and I have a lot of respect for. And I don't think he would give any wrong impression of what happened.
Thank you very much.
It's always a pleasure talking to you guys.